Do you ever catch yourself saying, I promise or I swear? I found something in the study Bible today that explains to us why we should never say those words. This is Red Letters, a series where we are going over the red letters, which are Jesus' words in the Bible. And today we're going to talk about vows, making promises, and what Jesus says about them. I'm in Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not break your oath, but fulfill to the Lord the vows you have made. But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. Now hold on, I'm going to read the study Bible, and it helps us take it into our own lives today, where we can change. Because I know there's a lot of us who use promises and swears a lot of times. It's a habit that we got to break, and this can help you. Here, Jesus was emphasizing the importance of telling the truth. People were breaking promises and using sacred language casually and carelessly. Keeping oaths and promises is important. It builds trust and makes committed human relationships possible. The Bible condemns making vows or taking oaths casually, giving your word while knowing that you won't keep it, or swearing falsely in God's name. Oaths are needed in certain situations, only because we live in a sinful society that breeds distrust. Oaths or vows were common, but Jesus told his followers not to use them. Their word alone should be enough. Are you known as a person of your word? Truthfulness seems so rare that we feel we must end our statements with I promise. If we tell the truth all the time, we will have less pressure to back up our words with an oath or a promise. In this world, it is very easy to fall into habits of saying I promise, or I pinky swear, or I swear I was telling the truth. But we just heard in the Bible that Jesus doesn't like whenever we swear at all. He doesn't like when we promise things. And a lot of it does have to do with truthfulness, because if that person that you're having to say I promise and I swear to doesn't trust you, then that's a trust issue between you and that person. If you are an honest person of God, you shouldn't have to say I swear or I promise. Your word should be good enough. There's another verse that I had to look up that talks about swearing, and it's James 5:12. It says, above all, my brothers and sisters, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. All you need to say is a simple yes or no. Otherwise, you will be condemned. These lessons are not to scare you. These lessons are to help you move forward. So if you're one that has been saying, I promise a lot, or I swear, then this is your sign to change that. That's all we can do is move forward with Jesus. We read his red letters, we read his words, and then we try to uphold them. I know that this lesson is going to have a lot of people repenting, and that's a great thing. Whenever your eyes are open and you realize that there's been something you're doing that is displeasing to the Lord, then you take every action you can to change that. It sounds silly the more you think about it, that we're in such a habit of swearing and promising when it goes against a direct order from Jesus. And that just shows you that, yep, it's an enemy tactic. It's just a habit that this world has fallen into. Walk of faith, and you're starting to change and let the Bible change you from the inside out. This is a great lesson for that. This is a great way to change. Stop promising, stop swearing. And if you make an oath at all, such as a marriage or any kind of big commitment, then uphold it the best you can biblically. But the main takeaway from today is to quit swearing and quit promising. I hope that this helps someone today. Thank you for joining me for an episode of Red Letters, and I will see you next week with another episode. And I will see you next week with another episode.